What's up, world? It is I, Action Fredo.
It is your boy, not your boyfriend. LCYAHEARD. This is BTS Dark and Wild. This is the intro, right?
Yes, this is the intro to the album 7 years ago.
7 years ago. Wow. The thing about BTS's music is it's timeless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we haven't done many of their albums straight through, but we have got individual songs from, you know, an album here and there. And it's just always been timeless. So even though this is a little bit on the older side, you know, it's not too old, but I think that it's going to be relevant and have a good storyline and message. What you need me to do, I can do it. You turning me up?
Turned you up a little bit because I feel like I've been louder than you on all these videos.
Oh, okay. I was probably whispering when we were in my basement because my wife was working. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. All right. So track number 1, Dark and Wild, the intro. What am I to you? See, that's a deep meaning. That's a deep title to a song. What am I to you?
You're a friend. You're a mentor. You're a business partner. You're a support. And you're a good basketball player, bruh. Because when we was at LA Fitness, bruh, and I passed you the ball and you hit that game winner, bruh, I knew you was a good, you know what I'm saying, you a good hoop partner, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I appreciate
And on the duty
those.
when you brought me back to life, bruh. Remember when I fell, I jumped off the building. I didn't know you couldn't jump off that building, bruh.
Yeah, man. Those are all
bro.
kind words, bro. I could say the same to you, man. It's from the heart, man. This guy, it's like a big brother, leader, an inspiration on a day-to-day basis. You know?
Yeah.
I remember when he was captain of the football team, he's still a captain in my eyes.
Hey, that's right. Captain, you heard, baby.
What am I to you in the comments, okay?
Oh, good question. What am I to you in the comments? Let us know what we are to you.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Let's get it.
All right. This mouse is moving too fast, and I can't control it. Thank you, Shorty P.
Those strings are beautiful.
Yeah. It's audio, right?
Come here, I'm about to take you higher. We about to set this love on fire.
Hey.
이런 느낌 처음이야. 엄마도 못 말렸어. 내 진심을 말했고 결국에는 내가 yes. Baby, you should know you change all of my negatives to positive. 가시를 세우고 있지만 볼 수 있어 너의 장미를. 다시금 날뛰게 만드는 그 사람이 너란 사실을. 아직은 알 수 없겠지만 내가 전부 다 알게 할게 당신을. 난 배고파. 너의 오빠 다른 놈팽이들과 달리 인정받고파. 뻔한 영화 대사처럼 들리겠지만 I'm success. So I'll be different. I'll be missing. I'll be kissing you all the time, girl. 눈을 떼봐도 맘은 뗄 수가 없어. 자 이제 시작이야. I'm your Pokemon monster.
Hey,
너 맘을 주고
Pokemon.
나도 내 맘 다 줬어. 오늘이 어제보다 행복해졌어. 근데 왜? 트레인처럼 혼자 내게 연락할 핑계를 찾지. 만나기 전보다 더해 애인이란 이유는 부족하지. 맨날 단답 1인 잔단 2년 신발 때 안 오는 메시지. 넌 의지를 잃은
I gotta pause, but I don't want to.
Yeah, that's a playthrough,
I
bro.
do not want to.
It hurts.
He came in with the J. Cole reference. He said, come here, I'm going to take you higher. J. Cole had that. He had a song called, I think it was called Higher, I think. We about to set this on fire.
I think he said that after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we about to set this on fire.
Yeah. Okay, I remember now.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of the Cole song.
I wouldn't
it might
be-
be higher. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a little wink at J. Cole because I know that afterwards they eventually did Born Singer, which is like a J. Cole cover
Born Center.
to Born Center. Yeah.
Yeah, and RM, mad respect for RM because he does pay homage to like his American rap influences. So
Yeah.
it could have been some connection there.
Yeah.
As far as an intro song, this is like a perfect intro instrumental.
Oh yeah.
Like it is like setting the tone for what's to come, which means like from here you could go up, You could go down. You could go anywhere. It's very universal sounding. And then you popping it off with one of my all-time favorite K-pop rappers, RM. And he's got a lot of depth in this as well from a lyrical standpoint. It's really just got me excited for the overall flow of what's to come following this. But yeah, this is definitely setting a good tone for the start of the album.
Absolutely. I was just playing the violin if y'all was wondering what I was. What I was doing. Hey, RM's killing this. Let's finish this.
핑계를 찾지 만나기 전보다 더해 애인이란 이유는 부족하지 맨날 단답 1인 차단 2년 18대 안 오는 메시지 넌 의지를 잃은 키퍼난 허허 벌판에 달리는 메시지 그래 처음부터 이게 공평할 수 없는 게임이란 건 알았어 널 이기고 싶던 건 아니었지만 계속 지고 싶지도 않았어 조금은 달달하게 막대가 쏟아지진 않아도 남들처럼 발짝 닦이고 때론 위로와 진심을 담아서 서로를 위하는 것 네가 몸이 커진 것도 understand 난 항상 너의 밑에 서 있으니까 understand 널 공화처럼 바치고 있는 난 아무것도 할 수가 없어 어느새 습관이 돼버린 석소 넌 좋지도 나쁘지도 않다고 해 내가 앞서가니 아닌 건 아닌 건데 내 자기는 작사랑 난 팔에 막하는 막사랑 좀 잡아줘 이건 꼭 상대없는 줄다리기가 다 what you say oh baby don't you play 네가 불길이라도 꿋꿋이 걸을게 그러니까 제발 모르는 사람 모르는 듯한 눈빛으로 날 보지 마 자꾸 내게 내게 아무것도 어디는 그때가 생각나니까 what if
Ooh, I feel the shift of the energy.
I do love you crazy. Do you 이랬다 저랬다 사람 맘 좀 헷갈리게 하지마 자꾸 이따시게 거는 계약서에 도장 찍자 하루에 뽀뽀 몇번 카톡 몇번 그렇게까지 해놓은 속이 좀 시원해질까 What if I do you girl What if I do you I do love you crazy. Do you
Oh my goodness, he turned up at the end of that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he wasn't playing any games.
The transition of the energy of the flow right there, like I can feel it in my in my whole soul, bro.
You can just tell by the tone in his voice he wasn't playing any games that day.
No, not at all. And it's really driving the message home. The only insight that I have to this album was a message that I got from one of our VIP patrons who told me has a lot to do with people in their teens and 20s about love. So I'm like, okay, when that second part when it was turning up, I'm like, okay, I've been there, man. I done had some love scenarios that had me thinking I was cool, and all of a sudden I'm screaming, and I'm like, am I crazy? Knowing I probably am, but yeah. So I'm still open right now to receive, and BTS does that to me. Like it doesn't put me in a box. It leaves me open to try and interpret what's going on and all the metaphors and different messages that they're portraying. So I'm very excited. The intro is on point, and that's all I got to say about it, man. I'm just excited to finish out this album.
I can't scroll up. All right, there we go. We are live on Twitch. I agree with everything you just said. Love the metaphors and wordplay by RM. I want to give a shout out to Emma Discovers, a first-time chatter. She says, hello, I'm from Bonnie, Scotland. It is almost 7 p.m. here, and I love you guys. Been watching your vids for a while.
Well, guess what?
Thank you.
We love you, too.
Absolutely. Yeah, he set the tone with this. I felt like he was playing with a lot of the metaphors. He said, you're a goalie, and I'm Messi. So I'm like, what did he mean by that? Like, all right, your job is not to let me in, not to let me score. But if I'm Messi, there's a good chance that I'm probably going to score. So
yeah,
no matter, you can't fight this. I'm RM. We are BTS. Even if you're trying to be the goalie and block us out, you're not. We're here to stay.
That's right.
So I'm a huge hip-hop head. I love lyricism, so I was catching a lot of the references. Y'all might think I don't know a lot, but I know some stuff.
He do. He just look funny. You know what I'm saying? He's smart. He just built, you know what I'm saying? People be judging you off how you carry yourself and how you be on here on the show. He's a genius, bro. Just like RM is a lyrical genius. Fredo is a genius. And everything else.
Yeah.
Everything, really, bro. Smartest guy I know.
I just don't say a lot.
He keeps it to himself. That's the problem because he's cuffing. Y'all know how I feel about people who be cuffing, but that's a whole nother story.
So far, album from an album perspective, that's a dope way to start the album.
Yes.
Some of my favorite artists got crazy intros, just straight lyricism, no hook. bars, bar after bar, and RM completed that. And, you know, this is the early stages of BTS. So, yeah, man, thank you for this, RM and BTS. Thank you for everybody tuning in live. This is the BTS Dark and Wild album review. Track number 1, you can watch the full playback back in Patreon.
That's right.
Because if you watch it back on Twitch, it's probably going to be muted.
That's right.
Hey, until next time.
Peace out. I forgot
I need
my
to
laptop.
record the entire thing. I don't know why. Let me stopping the video. All right.
I'm trying to get it to where my phone quits automatically going dark.
Track number 2 is Danger.
Don't worry, y'all. I ain't texting or nothing. I'm paying attention. I'm just trying to make it to where my screen stays on so I can read the comments as we watching.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how to do it.
Mo Blue mix. Is that like a remix?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Make sure in the Twitch that you guys let us know that we have the right one from an album perspective. Because, you know, sometimes by the time this has been out a while to where it could have like a remix version and all that, we want the real music videos and stuff. So,
what's up, world? It's Action Fredo.
it's your boy LCYAHEARD. We are live right now doing the BTS Dark and Wild album review. This is number 2. We were blown away by the intro of number 1 and RM, the lyrical genius. And this is going into Danger.
Yeah. Mel Gay says in the comments live on Twitch, RM's writing is up there with folks like Stevie Wonder. Oh, comments going too fast. Dang it. Smokey Robinson and Bob Dylan. Those are some legends.
He's a legend, bro. He's
Would you
definitely
put RM in legendary status right now? Is he in the Hall of Fame right now?
like you said in the last video, like I'm a real avid listener.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll catch myself in the car, especially with like rappers like J. Cole, which is one of my favorites, and he'll say something and I'll be like, "Ooh,"
Mm-hmm.
and everybody else will be like, "What?" Like they didn't get the depth of it.
Yeah.
And when it comes to me listening to RM, a lot of the times I'm still even lost in the sauce. Like he's that deep and metaphorical. So he's definitely a legend in my eyes.
Oh,
and
for
I
sure.
haven't even really like got enough of RM yet. You know what I'm saying? Just the bits and pieces that we've got on this journey. I'm like, bro, Buddy is something special for real.
Yeah, I would say RM and BTS as a whole, they are smashing records and breaking boundaries that have been set by, previously in the industry. I feel like once we're like 70 years old, there's going to be like a BTS movie.
Ooh, that'd be dope to
We're
see.
going to go back and see it.
Hopefully we ain't 70.
Yeah, we're going to be 70.
They need to come out with that like here soon, bro. I'm trying to watch that now. I'm trying to be like an extra in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's jump into this Danger.
Big hit.
Mm-hmm. I think they've switched names since then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I remember seeing. Have we seen this?
I don't think we have.
Okay. We got Hope in the mirror.
Is that Sugar hooping?
Sugar got game?
Yeah, bro.
JK was on the piano, wasn't he?
Honestly, there's a bad glare on this. I couldn't see who it was. I need to probably scoot closer to you.
If you want to be closer to me, that's all you got to say. You ain't got to make up excuses.
Okay, yeah, let's do it then. Okay. This beat is fire.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, Young Jin.
Hey.
I got to pause at least once.
Ooh.
It's crazy to go back in time and look at the outfits and, you know, just the swagger and everything says that this is like 2013. Like, I remember the dope couture and all that stuff, and I wanted some of the gear, and I never got it. But, nah, man, this reminds me of that Dun Diddy Don Don.
Yeah, it does, bro. I couldn't think of what it reminded me of. It definitely reminds me of that.
Yeah.
I'm really catching the vibe of the Crazy Cycle, and like what the VIP patron had messaged me before this was just like how it's about love, especially in your early teens, early 20s or whatever. And just some of these lyrics are like, you hurt me so, and all this stuff that they're talking about love related. It's like back when they were this age, this is definitely relevant of how you would express yourself and try and let somebody know how you felt in this way.
Yeah.
And I'm really just catching the vibe and feeling the energy so far. From a choreo standpoint, this just shows me that they've been grinding on the choreo end all along. Like, been dancing since dancing. Yeah. And it's like, and if you were dancing like this back in 2013, 2014, that's why I'm so wowed and in awe in 2021 is because you've been getting down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got to excuse me. Sometimes I get V and JK mixed up. Now, this is like old school J and V keys. JK and V. Oh, my gosh. So was that JK that just gave me a rap verse?
Yeah, that was him.
Okay.
I just couldn't tell when it was on the piano. There's like a glare right here, and I was like, I don't know who that was.
Okay.
But, yeah, he was rapping, bruh.
We watched that little JK documentary, and I'm like, yo, ever since then, like, he's been standing out to me. Like, he's
yeah, bruh.
You know, he writes a lot, sings, dances. You know, they all do all that, but I feel like he puts the team on his back sometimes, man.
Yeah, for sure. And I think with BTS, what really caught our attention first was the rappers, because we just love rap, you know, so much. So, you know, the Sugars, the J-Hopes, the RMs, they stood out. But, like, that JK video really does highlight him. And I'm excited to see the older JK and all the other members and just see the progression and growth. So, yeah, man, powerhouse group right here.
Let's do it. This is quality visuals, too.
Okay. The homie. I saw how old that phone looked.
They just went crazy.
Oh, he's tatting himself. Don't get me twisted.
Camera one is dead.
Oh, no. Ooh.
Okay. Okay. Had a little bit of rock guitar.
Extremely high energy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping the good flow so far from number 1 to number 2.
Yeah.
Shout out Danger, BTS. Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of those get this party started. We're gonna pop the concert off with this.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna come in, bring all high energy choreo, hype you up. I'm feeling this one.
Yeah, and so far I think that it's got me listening different, because we've done a lot of album reviews where it just kind of sounds like it's a bunch of different songs just put on an album. But I had a feeling that BTS is definitely going to stick to the theme. And when I saw the lyrics again, I think they're saying, who am I to you, or what am I to you, repetitively. It's like, okay, I think that this is definitely going to tell a story, and it's going to make me pay attention and listen and watch a little bit harder. He's going to change out the battery to the camera. But yeah, definitely digging it so far. Like I said earlier, from number 1 to number 2, if I'm in the car and somebody gave me a BTS album for Christmas, and this is back in the day, so I can say this, and I got a CD, for those who don't know what a CD is, or you know, I still got the tape deck in my car that you got to plug up to the phone. And if I had no idea what this was and I was just playing number 1 and number 2, it's played through so far. And I know it's early in the album, but I've heard some people tell me that this is a no-skip album, and I'm excited to see. Yeah. You got anything else you want to say for this one, bro? So I'll go ahead and shut it down. So you can catch the full playback of this live that we're doing now in Patreon. It will be blocked on, not blocked, it'll be muted on Twitch if you go back and watch the replay there. We're going to continue to number 3. We want to shout out to everybody who's Army, everybody who's been supporting us. Thank you. We love you. Till next time.
The BTS album review. We are on track number 3, and that would be War of Hormone.
Oh, so the title alone is like definitely some teen stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When your hormones is raging, bruh.
Yeah.
When it's out of control, bruh.
Yeah. Yeah, War of Hormone. Yeah, that sounds... I feel like they are just at this stage. I feel like this is a reflection of where they are in their lives, and that's a key indication of BTS's growth. You can go back and watch and listen to their early stuff and see the growth through what they're talking about in these lyrics. You know, until from lyrics 7 years ago to the lyrics now, you can see the huge transition. You know, now they're promoting like self-awareness and, you know, mental health and everything like that. So.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's all like for a good reason. Like, so I got a feeling that this one's going to be a good one.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. It's like Run DMC vibes.
Okay, I hear the scratcher. Oh my gosh.
Oh, the Mario sound effects.
I was wondering how old they are.
Said I'm a bad boy, like bad girl. Okay.
Snapping.
Yeah. This choreo is fun too. It's like fun to watch. They going in on the dancing.
See, that's what I meant when I said I think it's going to be a good one, because you could have said War of the Hormone. And we know what teens be doing, bro. I was a teen once, bro.
Yeah.
He was a teen one time ago.
Yeah.
We know what y'all be doing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some other rappers that are just more blatant, or groups that are just more blatant, really out here saying, like, what they talking about, but in a more vulgar way. And I'm like, okay, it's War of the Hormones. Like, we know what you're like as a teen, but, like, they're keeping it light and keeping it in a good way. And that's what I meant by I think it's going to be a good one.
Right, right. And I feel like this is I'll just double up on what you said. It's more of a light teen hormone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like if this was like more of an American,
Oh, yeah.
like
Now?
teen. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't even listen. I wouldn't even listen to one of these new groups or new rappers if the song was titled War of the Hormones. Like, I want to come blankety blank on your blank blank, and then blankety blank lift up the blank blank. Like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna turn that like immediately. Like, he's got a daughter. I got nieces and nephews. Yeah. So that's why I was like, it's gonna be a good one, because I know their hearts, and I know that they can really like highlight a subject and almost in like a parental way of like, we teens, we got these hormones going on, we know what's going on, but like we just keeping it in a lane, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I dig it. I respect it.
Some more wholesome way.
Yeah. Smack his butt.
He said you are great in the front and great from the back. Okay. Both sides of it.
Hey, that testosterone. Oh, he said he gonna win the fight. Okay, my man Hope is a gentleman. She playing hard to get. Them pimples. Okay. I hear Jimmy. Okay.
The dancing is so on point.
That's what I was about to say, bro. In my head. You took that off the top of my head, bro.
Oh, he got the, okay.
They like, oh, you chose him. That's my favorite. This is my favorite one so far.
Okay.
This is my favorite one so far, because if I'm wrong about what the message of the song is, I'm wrong, and that's okay to be wrong. But I like the energy of this song. And like you said, you literally took it right off the top of my head when I was like, if I would have saw this early on and, you know, early BTS, young BTS, it's like they're highlighting dance and choreo as one of their strengths. Not even in a lane where they necessarily need to, because the song is good in itself and the sound quality is already good in itself, to where if they were up there just doing what I would be doing, just normal stepping and bouncing around, this would still be a banger. But they are really highlighting the fact of how well they can dance in unison as a group, like early on. And we've only seen it. We're kind of going in reverse right now. Like we've seen BTS now and like can see how well they dance. And then like this is the, you know, the forefront. And I don't even know, you know, when they came together as a group, how early this is. But from this point on, I know for a fact of like they definitely have the choreo down pat.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, everything is tight, and if I were to see this, if I were to saw this like at the time that it came out, I would be like, yo, dancing is their strongest suit. Like that's their strong point. It's just dancing. But nah, man, I've heard more, and I know that they're what they can do lyrically and musically as well.
Yeah. What I try and do when I listen to music, you know, that's a couple years old, I try and go back to and reflect on if I would have heard this early on. And you know, the K-pop-a-thon and this journey and BTS and all these other groups combined have definitely reshaped my appreciation for music, period. And, you know, back in the day, if I would have heard this, I definitely would have liked it. I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much as I do now, just knowing like all the work that they put in and, you know, all the time that they put in. You know, I probably would have seen this once or twice and just been like, oh, that was pretty cool, man. Those guys could dance. You know, They did a cool video. Chick came up, hugged him at the end. And I probably would have left it in the dust. And it has no discredit to, you know, what the song is or what BTS is or anything like that. It was just my music style was different then. So I'm glad that I'm receiving it now. And I've gotten messages before of like, you know, BTS finds you when you need it, or you find the right song when you need it. And that's just the power of their music. And I can kind of see that's why, you know, the order in which we're receiving it is the order in which we're getting it. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Sarah Min Cook says in the comments live on Twitch, there are trilogies of albums and each talks about stages in our lives. This album makes part of the teens.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. There's one of the 20s, and then they start to talk about knowing ourselves and map of the soul, and how to love ourselves in the Love Yourself albums. Nice.
Yeah.
So BTS has that authenticity in their music where it's coming from the heart. And I love the fact that they have this power and they know that they have a lot of influence, but they choose to use positive messages. And that's kind of where I get conflicted with some of the artists that I grew up listening to. It's because I like the music. It was fun. It's exciting. But now I feel like as I'm an adult and I'm older, I feel like it's somewhat of your responsibility to kind of leave the next generation with something they can model.
Yeah. You're going to have to answer to that is how I feel. It's just like God gives you all this power and influence over people, and it's just like, what do you do with it? And you can still deem yourself as successful if you're making a lot of money and gaining more fandom and all that. But I just always just think at the end of the day, when I'm at the gates, like he's going to be like, you know, this is what you did with it. This is what you could have done with it. And I feel like BTS is always on the could have done side, and they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really living it now. Yeah. Like if I would have saw this when I was 18, the 18-year-old that I was probably would have been like, yeah, it's cool, but I'm still ratchet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. But like now that I'm an adult, I'm like, they caught the wave so quick and so early and ran with it. And like that's life's biggest blessing in my eyes.
Oh yeah.
Like you catch it, you don't second guess it, and you go for it. Because it takes a lifetime to, you know, create the greatness that they've created, period. So why waste it of taking this path of like, we going to be ratchet first, then we going to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, let's just go straight. Let's not take that loop. You know what I'm saying? So early BTS, man, is just really just like clearing things up for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Amen,
man.
brother. Preach, preach. Stormy Weather says she's cheered 2 bits and said, preach, brother, preach.
We gon' pass the plate. So I'm just joking.
Shout out to Emma Discovers for the subs. For the sub. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to all of our new followers who are new to the channel. I don't know how to switch the setting where you can't chat for an hour.
Oh.
Which sucks.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, I'm with you in spirit, even though you want to type and say, I love you, Fredo. I love you, too.
Yeah, yeah. So we are live right now. This is the album review to Dark and Wild. This is number 3. The flow of the album has been holding true, and I'm real big to that. You know what I'm saying? They gave us a certain energy in number 1. They matched it with number 2. They matched it with number 3, and this is like the pivotal moment of like, you can keep matching it, or you can take it down a little bit, or you can take it all the way down. Because, you know, a couple songs in kind of gives you a little freedom. So I'm excited to see what number 4 has in store.
Boom. Thank you for tuning in. And just like that, we're back. What's up, World of Section? Fredo.
It's your boy LC. You heard. I got a question because I stopped one of the recordings and started it again.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll just